She's one of Rolling Stone's 10 artists to watch for 2005, and you might be able to see her perform here. Brandy Carlisle still lives here in Western Washington. Allison Grandy introduces us to this high school dropout who's making a life in music.
Oh, this is my song.
She is a small-town girl, but 24-year-old Brandy Carlisle is already hitting it big.
Don't let the world outside there break you.
I think that we're a rock band. Some people say that, you know, we sound like country and folk and sort of, you know, just good old-fashioned rock and roll.
Brandy grew up in Ravensdale, went to Tahoma High School, but never graduated.
It would have been class of 2000, but I bailed.
I'm not going to put it that way.
Oh, it's okay if you do. I mean, it's one of the best decisions I ever made.
Instead, the Seattle music scene was her classroom. She'd already taught herself how to play keyboards and write songs. Then she switched to guitar.
I started learning how to play songs on guitar, and it became sort of a way for me to sort of take my show on the road.
She eventually teamed up with twin brothers Phil and Tim Hanseroth here in Seattle.
You know, they'd play a riff and I'd write the lyrics, or vice versa.
They recorded part of her self-titled debut record inside Carlisle's log house in Maple Valley. In fact, her feet seem firmly planted on the ground. She hasn't lost touch with where she's from.
I live like 5 minutes from where I grew up.
And she's still getting comfortable with the influence her own voice is having.
I'm really privileged that I'm in a position to where I can speak to young kids who think that maybe picking up a guitar or learning how to play the piano and write songs, it seems like such a big task, you know. But it isn't a big task, and it's definitely something that everybody should do.
She just completed one tour.
Check 1, 2, check 1, 2.
And is now starting another with the band Train.
I'm happy where I am right now as things are developing. It's exciting every day.
Brandy Carlisle's been on tour across the United States, but she tells us she feels right at home here at the Showbox, and that's why she plans to continue living right here in the Northwest.
Up until a couple years ago, I didn't have much of a chance to see the rest of the country. Now that I've seen it, I'm so 100% positive that the Northwest is the most beautiful part of the country, and there's no reason at all to move from the Seattle area.
If you recognize that last song, you may have heard it on the hit TV show Grey's Anatomy. They've played 2 of her songs this season.